Peace, family. We black again. I just wanted to come and make this video about how Proto-Hebrew and Hebrew is actually a Bantu language. Now, we know that the Abrahamic religions have been usurped by light-skinned people of other religions. You know, the religions were started with black people. And so, you know, these usurpers, they use stuff like the Tetragrammaton, and they say they can't pronounce the name of God, right? They don't know the name of God, right? That's because it's not their language. That's because they didn't create it. We created it. Black people created it. So, we had an understanding also when we created the Bantu language. We understood the importance of creating a language that was universal, and the universality of the language, right? And that's why we used just the consonants when we created the language, so that we could communicate with each other all over Africa, right? And it wasn't locked to, because you got to remember, there's tens of thousands of tribes all over Africa, right? So they got to communicate with each other. They got to do trade. They got to talk. They got to be able to maybe write or communicate with each other. So this was a way how we could create a language that wasn't locked to one specific tribe, right? Because we even know today, certain tribes, they might say Nini. Certain tribes might say Nono. Certain tribes might say Nana or Nino or Nani. You know what I mean? But it's that same in root, right? So it'll have the same meaning. The meaning doesn't change, even though the pronunciation and the enunciation between each tribes might change, right? Because of the vowels, the vowel inflection's a little different between each tribes, right? But that root, the consonant root, never changes, right? So that's something that you could take and you can understand through all of Africa. And we understood as we created this language why we left the vowels out. We left them out intentionally because we needed to create a universal language that all of us could use and all of us could understand, no matter where we were in the continent. Because you got to understand how big Africa is. It's a huge continent, and it had thousands of tribes all over. So when these people were going across, it only made sense to make a universal language that we all could use and we all could understand the root words. Even though we might pronounce it a little different, we could still understand each other. We might enunciate it a little different. We could still get to and speak to each other. So that's the purpose of leaving the vowels out in the Bantu language. We understood that when we created it. So it wasn't about, oh, we don't know the name of God. No, we know the name of God. We can say the name of God. We know it. We've always known it. It's the other people that don't know it because it's not their language, and they never understood this. This is I'm breaking this down for the first time. Nobody's broken this down like this. You can take this and bank on it. I talk to Xhosa people and I talk to Bantu people in Africa right now that confirm what I'm saying is true. They know about it was created to be a universal language, and they agree with me. And so we're going to pass this down, and we're going to show and prove that these languages came from black people, and these cultures, they came from us. And these Johnny-come-latelys that want to be masters of everybody's culture and history and everything, we won't want to hear nothing from you guys anymore. You guys had your time, and it's over. Well, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody who's not black about black culture, about black history. No more. I don't care. So, peace. We wanted to say that, to say this. We love you. This is a black Bantu history and language, and we know it. We know it. We know it. We can read it, and we still use it. It's still the same. So, you know, that's what it is. So, peace, and yeah, y'all have a good day.